Hi, Deborah. Thanks for being in the bullpen.
All right. Hi, everyone. It's really good to be here. I will say I am a proud founding member. So, yeah, really happy to have made that official.
Well, thank you so much for your membership, but also your leadership and being here today. Tell us all about yourself and how you arrived at this point in life.
All right, sure. So, my background academically is as a research scientist. So, I'm a PhD biophysics. For the other nerds on the call, I love collective cell migration and mathematical modeling. And for the non-nerds, that means I like watching cells move around and doing math. So that's academically my background. And as far as the entrepreneurship world, over the past 20 years, I have done 53 startups. So I like to say that I have seen enough failure to keep me grounded and humble, and enough success to keep me smiling and motivated. So a good mixed bag, but it's been wonderful to see the inside companies that I've been involved with. And I've been involved with them in different ways as either a founder, an operator, or an investor or a board member. So lots of different perspectives there. And then as a venture capitalist, I transitioned into venture capital in 2022. I launched my firm then, and that was based off of my success as an angel. And I was also really compelled to do it because of this tax credit program that the state of Maryland offers. They offer a really phenomenal tax credit program, which has really been the foundation of my firm and has been a really great asset to my firm. We are the first and only entity in Maryland, Ecphora Capital is, to receive the top level of the tax credit program. And what this means is that we're getting 75% back of our investment. So this is significantly de-risking the downside for our investors, which is very compelling to get them off the sidelines. So over the past 15 months, we've done 8 investments. So we have just over $8.4 million assets under management now. We are using the SPV model. We jumped into SPV so that we could start deploying capital right away. And we're closing our 9th SPV in about 2 weeks. So excited to get that one across the finish line as well. And then because of our participation in the tax credit program, we've been able to return just over $6 million to the firm, even though we've seen no exits, but that's just cash back because of our participation in the program. So that's a little bit about me and my firm.
Sounds like an amazing model. I'm wondering, are you taking investments?
Yes, we are. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, so we are actively looking at raising a blind pool. I mentioned this SPV model. So we are doing a raise right now. I guess this would be my ask is that we are looking for a lead anchor to come in. We're looking for a $3 to $5 million check for that to help kick off the fund. So to be a full fund that's actively deploying capital in Maryland with the same model.
Wonderful. And just very briefly, tell us a little bit about your mandate. What type of investments? What types of companies?
Yes, sure. So we are doing medical device investing. I mentioned my background is as a biophysicist, and so I love geeking out about the tech with my startups. In addition to talking about the entrepreneurial aspects as well. So I mentioned my 53 companies that I've been involved with so far, and because I am a nerd and I like collecting data, I've noticed that there are similar things that have been tanking these companies for the ones that haven't made it. And there's also similar traits that all the ones that have made it to success share in common. So there's 4 key parameters that we really push our startups on getting right up front. So that's the first thing that we look at is what's the foundation and the heart of the company for these medical device companies. The next thing is that we're looking at a lot of IP coming out really early out of the local academic and government research institutions that we have here in Maryland. Maryland has not been historically thought of as a hotbed for medtech and biotech, but that is changing. You all heard it here. Maryland is on the rise. We're trying to keep some of our really incredible companies that are coming out of places like Johns Hopkins, University of Maryland, NIH. They come out here and then they have historically gone to places that are more established in terms of venture capital. But like I said, that is on the change. So we are looking at companies that are either coming out of Maryland and are founded here, but also companies that are interested in relocating here for access to some of this really strong ecosystem and research institutions that we have here. So the first one is vetting them, looking at the foundation of the company. The next is location. And then also we do want them to qualify for this tax credit program that returns 75% to our investors. So that's our mandate, and that's what we're looking for.
That's a great recap. Thank you so much. So the opportunity for our members are, and I know many of you are still kind of like undecided as to where you might bring your company. And our device folks always say we are underrepresented on these panels. So here you have it, an investor who has a great model. You got to move to Maryland,
Yes.
but it's there for you. Thank you so much for filling us in, Deborah, and looking forward to seeing you in San Diego. And thanks again for your membership.